Hello, and welcome to the Deeply Beautiful Life, part 21. And it's all about not giving up. We start with the affirmation, and we're starting with a new one, which is I accept all of me, the dark, the light, the in-between. I accept all of me, I love me. Here we go. I'm RNK from The Night Chicks. Welcome and enjoy. I accept all of me, the dark, the light, the I accept all of me. I love me. I accept all of me. The dark, the light, the in between. I accept all of me. Quite like that one. Okay, so I accept all of me. Awesome. That's the affirmation. I really want you to take these songs on board, really sing them to yourself, really come to a whole new recognition of who you are, basically, as you do that. Anyway, so persistence and not giving up. If you're going to create anything more than what you've created in your life right now, if you want a better relationship, you want more money, you want a better job, you're just trying something different, there's going to be an element of persistence. One of the things in my other business that sometimes I come across is this thing from people where I tried something. I've tried everything and it's not worked for me. That's what people say. And it's like, okay, and when I actually ask them the nitty-gritty questions, what does trying everything look like? Usually it's that they found some kind of grand idea, which they tried once or twice, decided, well, as that didn't immediately work, that must mean that it will never work for me, basically. And so that's it forever. Then their story becomes, I tried and it didn't work. But no, it's like I learned to play guitar. I came away from Nigeria when I was 17. I was born here, went back to Nigeria, blah, blah, blah. Came back here when I was 17, and I learned to play piano, learned to play organ in Nigeria, and the only way I'd learned to play that one was because I was bored to death. So I learned, and there was an instrument at home, and I figured, oh, well, I'll just sit here and play around with the books until I get it, and I got it. And also at school, I spent a heck of a lot of time just practicing, but I came here and I couldn't bring a piano or whatever, and I didn't have no money to buy one stroke, anything like that, so I picked up the guitar because I was at a church where guitar playing seemed to be the thing. And I could pick up a guitar or somebody loaned me one, something. Anyway, but you know what? I sat with that guitar for ages. It hurt my fingers to begin with. It really did. I'm not the best guitar player on the planet, but I used it to then start leading music at church and all of this stuff because I had a goal, I had a focus. And even when it got really hard and really difficult, I just really wanted the thing. And so then I just kept practicing until I got it, okay? And now I still can't play it. I'm not the best on the planet by any stretch of the imagination, but this goes for anything. This goes for anything that we want. We can't give up after 1 or 2 goes. You can't give up after 10 or 20 goes, let's just be honest. I also remember going for a conference once where this was a business conference, and there were people, and the guy at the front then asked people, how long would you keep going to build a business? And he said, okay, would you keep going for 6 months? And because he got everybody to stand up. All these were entrepreneurs, okay? Everybody to stand up. Would you still be going after 6 months? A few people sat down. Would you still be going if you haven't really cracked it by a year? More people sat down. Would you still be going if you're still trying to make it work in 2 years, 3 years? More and more people sitting down. This is the point at which they would quit. And he was like, if you had to go for 10 years, I was the only one standing up. I was the only one still standing up at this point. And I realized, oh, everybody else has sat down. So basically at this point, people start clapping for you. But it's like, I don't know, we watch these movies, and I always use this example, but we watch these movies where when somebody's trying to do something new, they do it for, 2 hours, and you can see the heartache, and it's like Pursuit of Happiness. Have you watched that one? Or Joy. Those are movies that really inspire me. Or even Disney, Walt Disney. There's something in the story about Walt Disney. And these are stories that really inspire me. But the thing is that they end within 2 hours. Within 2 hours, these people have gone to the bottom of despair and they've almost quit 20 million times, but they never quite did, even though everybody in the world told them to stop. But the truth is, they only seem to last for 2 hours. When you're actually doing it, you yourself actually doing it, 2 hours could be freaking 10 years. Literally. Would you persist that long? Most people won't. And most people will not live the life that they actually desire. I don't want that to be you. Because what you're giving your life for something anyway. Every single day, you're giving your life to something that either you love or something you can just about settle for. I refuse to live a life where I just settle for everything. It's just, oh, well, you know. I refuse to be that person. Yeah, I've had some freaking hard times. But the thing is, and the lesson I keep learning, because I remember when because I never used to be a nature walker. If you're getting my emails, you know, on Saturdays or whatever, I tend to go out for a walk. I never used to be that person, but the first time I did that Saturday walk, I literally was my coach who told me, just go out into nature for a whole day. And in fact, I thought about going away, but I didn't go away. I just went to a nearby park and walked for the whole day, basically. And I got lost. And I just remember the divine saying to me, because I kept thinking, I want some big lesson from this. What is the big lesson of me being out here in the freezing cold? Basically. And so towards the end, having gotten lost and then just finally somehow found my way back to my car, the lesson was, and I just heard the divine saying to me, you just need to keep moving. Just keep taking the next step. Because somehow you just keep taking that next step, you will reach your destination. And I would say that to you, that's persistence. That is just never giving up. It's to just keep taking the next step. Yeah, whatever comes, comes. You know, there's going to be stuff, there's going to be trials, there's going to be fire. Sometimes you're going to feel like I don't even think I can take another moment of this pressure. People you thought that were going to support you, some of them are just going to walk away, or, you know, they say they're supporting you, but really they're not. And you just kind of get to the point where it's like, it's just you. Ultimately. And all you need to do is just keep taking the next step. That's it. You just keep taking the next step. Whatever. You keep taking the next step. That's it. Yeah. You just don't lose complete confidence in yourself, because that is the worst thing. It's if you then start to believe the nonsense yourself and think, well, there's no point. You know what? I sometimes think there's certain dreams that I'm still, you know, I'm walking towards. And there's a part of me that just knows, even if I die and I haven't seen that thing, I know that at least I lived my life doing what I wanted to do. I created it myself. And so for me, that is something. That is enough. But I know that it is as sure as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, that if you will continue towards your goal without giving in to fear every 3 seconds, because then it just takes longer and longer and longer. You'd have to have the lifespan of a vampire, Edward Cullen, I just love him, in order to get anywhere. But as long as you keep moving forward and you don't give in to fear all the time, it's as sure, the win is sure as the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Your win is that sure. Just persist. Just don't give up. Not many people can do this, I know. But you can. Okay? Okay. I'll leave it at that for today. Share this with someone else, because people need to hear this sometimes, you know, because if you're going, just share it with other people, and make sure you avail yourself of the 2 free resources, the brochure, as well as the simple mantra, because that will really support you in moving forward and staying the course and help your skin. Okay, so on that note, much amazing love, and remember that life supports you. Bye.